My friend, what I have right here in this red box is indeed a golden ticket. You just won here on Kill Tony.
The last handful of Kill Tony episodes were spearheaded by odd couple pairings on the panel who ended up being the stars of the show. This time on Kill Tony, episode 737, it was less about the panelists and more about the moments and minutes from the comedians on stage. A unique but refreshing change-up from the last few episodes. Ian Bagg and Bagg Holtzman were the guests. Both are longtime companions of Tony Hinchcliffe and have combined for a handful of appearances on the show. Neither one of them are what I would consider to be marquee guests, but they each had their moments throughout the show. Bagg, I felt, was the brighter spot between the two, sneaking in occasional one-liners that would hit. But Holtzman, on the other hand, was like a grandpa who escaped from a retirement home, barely being able to string a coherent thought or joke together. He had his moments, but for the most part, I was underwhelmed with his appearance on this episode.
Seems like you might only have a minute worth of material.
Yeah, exactly.
Right to the yo-yo.
I'm a professional yo-yoer now.
That's pretty fucking boring.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most amazing humble brag I've ever heard in my life.
I've got a table that's got things in it.
Oh, I like the way you plot your teeth in the middle. I love it. I really love it.
I love it.
So, yeah, I worked at 5 a.m. today.
Ian, what do you
Not anymore if you can do an impression of a horse.
Quite frankly, I have nothing to say to you. I am completely uncomfortable just being on the same stage with this it. No, I'm very impressed with your figure. I like women that are just natural. Fuck saying no to an extra piece of cake, perhaps.
You didn't know that he had Down syndrome?
Wow.
You've never seen him? Like you couldn't tell by looking at him? Neck, head, same size?
A comedian who never underperforms was the show's closer, Timmy No Brakes, the shining star of the Kill Tony universe at the moment. Tony gave him a huge intro and hype package before bringing him on stage, and absolutely none of it was a lie.
The vanilla gorilla is not here. All my stars are far away in the galaxy on this night, except for one, who I believe is the next big superstar of the Kill Tony universe. I've been doing this 18 years. He blew my fucking mind on the road doing these longer sets. Pure thunderbolt of momentum on a one-way trajectory of wild success. The third ever appearance by the one and only Timmy No Brakes.
There's never been a comedian on the show like Timmy who I genuinely get so excited to see once I hear his name get called. He's truly an enigma. Timmy was as good as ever during his minute, pretending to tell William Montgomery jokes.
William isn't here, so he sent me his jokes. Elon Musk said in an interview this week that AI will replace Mexicans by 2028. To which Mexicans said, ay, 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 ay. This one just says, Tony, moving forward, can I go by Clifford the Big Red Angry Retard? Okay, Vietnam invaded Italy this week. When asked why, they said, forget about it. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk, nope, let's...
He also listed things off one by one like William Montgomery does, which was a great moment of his interview. Timmy wrapped up his time on stage the same way William would have, by taking a stab at Red Band's mom.
You are that guy right now. You are the fastest rising stock in the show.
Are you trying to fuck me right now?
No,
What's going on?
No, I'm trying to have you...
Okay, well, William did give me a list. It was Epstein's list.
Britney Spears!
Oh! Raven Simone! That's actually so Raven. Oh, that's actually the victim list? That's fucking weird. It says The Madness times 500. They probably sounded 19, you know? Am I right? Am I right? They did an op-ed. I think Vulture.com was there. They did an op-ed. I think Red Band's mom was there. She did a fucking op-ed on my fucking car.
Timmy No Brakes, ladies and gentlemen.
I saw a comment on this episode that said Kill Tony not having a set group of regulars on the show has been such a refreshing change, and I agree completely. Seeing all these different faces and new stars being made has been a real treat as a fan of the show. With almost every regular or golden ticket unavailable, Tony went deep into his bag, bringing up Colt McNeely to open the show. McNeely is a member of the Kill Tony production team, and I do believe he's been on the show once or twice before. McNeely made the most out of his opportunity and delivered a solid main made for Kill Tony minute. He had the confidence of a comedy veteran, and his tag of "thanks for coming out" was a fun little laughter trigger that helped out even if the jokes weren't working. That's not to say he didn't have some good bits in here. I really enjoyed his Antifa and bartender jokes.
You know, I miss when Antifa was just my black friend's cool aunt. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thanks for coming out, guys. But I hear a lot of good things about gay bars. I heard they pour heavier drinks than they do at straight bars. I think it's because the bartenders are pouring the drinks like this.
During his interview, he got to show off his yo-yo ability, something the panel dunked on, but it turns out the guy can yo-yo like a motherfucker. Tony told him 10 minutes before showtime not to suck, and he did not let him down. I wouldn't mind seeing more of Colt McNeely in the future.
Unbelievable.
My God.
Thank you for coming out, for real.
Thank you for coming out.
Sarah Sloan was the second bucket pull of the night, and she got a hero's intro from Tony as well. Sloan famously does a fantastic horse noise and was offered a job by Tony after finding out her parents were disappointed in her chosen profession. Sloan, who is someone who gives off older sister and aunt vibes, delivered a pretty reputable 60 seconds. It was pretty Austin standard and self-deprecating. We continue to see the self-deprecating humor in the interview, and we also find out just how close Tony and Sarah have become. Their odd yin and yang relationship was interesting and unexpected to learn about, considering their contrasting personalities.
This is fun because I talk to you every day, all the time, and now we're talking like this. It's kind of weird.
I literally said to you, I spend more time with you than anybody else.
It's true.
And I love it.
Yeah. We
Wouldn't
are
hurt.
absolute polar opposites, and we give each other balance. We live vicariously, slightly, I think, through each other.
Yeah. Well, there was one time Tony was about to go out to the lake. I'm picturing you joining me and my friends going on the lake and wearing a bikini. And he just started dying laughing.
Tony even made friends with Sarah's parents, who were once against the show, something Hinchcliffe does pretty often with the stars of his show.
I made friends with the parents. They came and visited, and fucking now I'm friends with their super cool, awesome parents.
They love you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how the devil works. Is nobody listening? The ground is just starting to bubble, and fucking we got another one.
JJ Alexander, Kill Tony's newest golden ticket winner, followed Sarah and absolutely murdered with 60 seconds of self-deprecating humor. Alexander had really solid stage presence and facial expressions. He seemed like a true professional. He's been in the game for 5 years and moved to Austin with his buddies 4 months ago. He really seems to have a drive to be great at comedy, so it'll be fun to see more material from him.
I know the glasses are a good disguise because I have to use my glasses as a disguise every single day. Like with my glasses on, oh, this is like a kind of cute, nerdy guy. Glasses off, I look like I eat crayons for the flavor. Glasses on, history teacher with autism. Glasses off, Matt Damon with Down syndrome. Glasses on, kind Chick-fil-A manager. My pleasure. How are we doing tonight, folks? What's going on? Glasses off, Arby's manager.
When he wrapped up his set, it felt like I just watched a regular on the show or someone who is a professional full-time comedian. So it wasn't a surprise to me when he got the golden ticket. Alexander kind of breaks the mold of the more recent golden ticket winners, getting it awarded to him pretty much exclusively based on material. He wasn't playing a character, he didn't have a wacky interview, and despite what he might have said in his set, he doesn't have any type of disability. Alexander was just a real hardworking comedian who came across as likable and got recognized for his good material. Fern followed Alexander. His interview is mainly what I want to talk about, which did not go his way at the end. Red Band was hesitant to invite him to the secret show, and Tony called him JJ Alexander as he walked off the stage. All of this was so brutal to watch.
Red Band, what do you think? He had a really great set, you remember?
Yeah. My full name's Jason Alexander Fern. You just had a Jason Alexander on.
That is pretty crazy. JJ Alexander, ladies and gentlemen.
Fern.
I'm sorry, Fern. Yeah,
Thank you.
skipped around.
Steven Dozier was next, and he was your typical Kill Tony old man. He had long stories, wasn't that great at the minute, and probably stayed on the stage longer than he should have. But just like others in his archetype, it's probably good he stayed a while because he was a lot of fun. His interview started slow, but it took a turn eventually, which began for me midway through when he talked about his cats, and he looked like and sounded like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
I've got 2 cats in the garage that jump through hoops. They are amazing
Wow.
They are trained.
He also started to open up about his love life, sharing that his wife passed away 9 years ago.
She passed away.
Okay. Party time.
Probably took her life.
His wife.
Okay, Holtzman. How did she die, Stephen?
She committed.
She really did? Oh my God, that must have been so hard. Brian, stop.
Life has been good since then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's been
exactly.
helpful. That's been helpful.
The interview dragged on and on until he asked Michael Gonzalez for one of his drumsticks, challenging him to a Mexican drum off. One of the smoothest call-outs and moves I've honestly ever seen on the show. Not only did he have a great call-out, but his solo was also cold. Michael Gonzalez may have won the drum off, but we'll only really know the kind of damage Dozier can do on the sticks once he's warmed up.
What is it, Stephen?
Well, I'm just do a couple buttons.
Whoa. You play the drums, Stephen? You really do? You play the drums? Should we have a Mexican drum off here? Oh my God. Wow. Wow, Stephen Dozier. You could agree that Michael just slightly edged you out there, right, Stephen? He's warmed up. Oh, shit. I like your style.
If you happen to be at the mothership in a few weeks, you might get to experience a warmed-up Dozier as he got invited to jam with the band during a pre-taping. It took a while before we had another worthwhile minute to talk about as JP Hinsdale finally ended the drought. His last time on stage was one of his worst minutes ever, but this time he returned back to his roots. His shy and awkward delivery made you root for him as he went through his rather sad material. The embodiment of the spice monster from Chowder had a great redemption set here. Every time Hinsdale is on the show, he says or does something that just makes you feel for him. This time he was discussing not going to the doctor due to not having health insurance when he got an infection in his leg. They also weighed him for the second time on the show, and he had gained 15 pounds to 445 pounds. What was a hot start for Hinsdale just turned sad, as this young promising comedian is just all sorts of unhealthy. Hopefully he gets better soon. Alrighty guys, and that was my Kill Tony number 737 review. What did you guys think? What did you guys think about the acts on the show? What did you think about Ian Bagg and Brian Holtzman as panelists? I need to know. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check the links down below as well. You can like me on Facebook at Dream Talks. Follow me on Twitter at Dream Talks, or follow me on Instagram at Trey Fawn Pixley. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day.